I've been on LinkedIn for many years, and I used to see people who say, they thrive, they've been able to grow their career on LinkedIn, and I'm like, how are you doing it? Until I decided to try LinkedIn with a challenge that I created for myself, and the result was really amazing. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Oluwayeti. If you're new here, I want to say a huge welcome to you. I'm a data scientist and also a data science instructor, and if you've been a subscriber, thank you so much for staying by. Thank you for always coming back. I see all the comments, I see the likes. Thank you to those who share my videos. If you don't, repent and start sharing my videos, because I'm sure that you have people in your network that will find it valuable. So let's get to the meat and the potatoes of this video. Okay, so what is LinkedIn? If you have not heard about LinkedIn is, I would consider it like a social media tool, but much more on a professional level. So there are some people who should be on Instagram, who should be on TikTok, and their career would thrive there. But I also believe there are some careers that may not really succeed in those places, and LinkedIn is a place for those kind of careers to succeed. And one of them, I believe, is tech. I'm on Instagram and I also post on Instagram. This is not to say if you're in tech you cannot be on Instagram, but I believe that LinkedIn is where you can find people like recruiters, people like the CTOs or CEOs of companies, and you can network with them. So if you have also been on LinkedIn and you feel like, well, I've been on LinkedIn, I've set up a profile there, but I cannot relate to what you're saying. I don't know how I can advance my career there. I don't even know how, I could get a job from LinkedIn. Well, this video is for you, because it's one thing to know something and it's another thing to know how to use that thing. And I think I put myself on a challenge to know how I can use LinkedIn, and the results are mind-blowing. Like, I got job offers from this challenge. So stick by if you want to learn more about this. So I've talked about what LinkedIn is, and now I'm going to go up to what your LinkedIn profile should be about. So I've talked about LinkedIn, and now I'm going to talk about how to create a strong profile on LinkedIn and how to optimize your profile. Let's start with creating a profile. So you just need to go to linkedin.com and create your account, upload an image, put your education, put a certificate that you have gotten. If you have taken any courses, you have, there are slots where you can put it there, and also your experience. Once you've done this, now you are ready to start. The first thing you also need to do is to begin to look out for people who are in your field and start connecting with them. Now, this is a bit tricky, because when you are reaching to top professionals like CTOs or CEOs, you want to make sure that you are standing out in the notes that you are sending to them in order to connect with them. Don't worry if you're wondering how you go about this. I've created a LinkedIn diary that I'll put the link in the description that you can download for free. Yes, I have created that LinkedIn diary out of my own experience, because I've been on LinkedIn for many years, and I used to see people who say, they thrive, they've been able to grow their career on LinkedIn, and I'm like, how are you doing it? Until I decided to try LinkedIn with a challenge that I created for myself, and the result was really amazing, as you would see here. Okay, you can see that my impressions really went up. I grew from about 3,000 followers or something to over 5k followers. That's something I struggle to have on Instagram. I've just been growing small on Instagram, but the growth on LinkedIn has been amazing based on this diary that I use. So how do you then optimize your profile? You want to make sure that your professional header, that is the summary, is actually clear enough for people to know as a full sentence, like reading a paragraph. They are able to know who you are and what you do, and you want to make it compelling. All of this is in my LinkedIn diary, don't worry about it. And Once you are able to do that, then you are ready for the challenge. In the diary that I have created, what I've done is I've created templates for you to be able to connect with people. And number 2, I've also created like what you can do for a 21 days challenge on LinkedIn, because I actually use this diary to set up the challenge for myself. And I think I was barely on day 17 or 18 before I had the CTO who reached out to me that they wanted to have me on their team. And in fact, I've had like 2 or 3 other recruiters that have come into my, the message platform to say, hey, I would like to connect with you. My client is looking for someone like you and all that. So trust me, it's about knowing how to use LinkedIn. When you know how to use a tool, then you can use it to your own advantage. Now, why should you be on LinkedIn? Number 1, like I mentioned, there are many recruiters. So if people are recruiting in the tech industry, they don't go to Instagram, they don't go to TikTok. They first go to LinkedIn. It's one of the places that a lot of recruiters go to, because in that platform, you can search for people in different fields by their experience, by their location, and all of that. Number 2, it also gives you access to people in your industry. It gives you the networking platform that you need to connect with people. You never can tell when somebody can say, oh, my company is recruiting, and maybe because they've been posting and you've been commenting there, which is part of the things that you will see in my diary. So maybe you've been commenting and they've noticed you. So if they have like a slot in their company and you've kind of had like a connection with them, it doesn't mean that you are DMing them like every day, you're messaging them. It's just that you can see that they are liking your comments or stuff like that. It's a chance when they make a post about a job and say, oh, my company is recruiting. It's a chance for you to say, hi, I've been following for a while, blah blah blah, can I actually be referred? Can you refer me? Because referrals go a long way in helping you get the job faster or being considered for an interview. So you want to be there so that you can network with people in your industry. It's very, very important. Like, no man is an island. You cannot be by yourself. You have to put yourself out there. I learned this one from a book that I read by Tolu Michaels called Show Up, and she mentioned that you can be the best in your field, but if you don't put yourself out there, people would not know you, right? So this is one way that you can do it. And when you follow that my diary, trust me, you're going to get results. Like, you will get results. It's guaranteed that you will get results. This is not a clickbait or something. You will get the results as far as you are consistent with it. Another reason why you need to be on LinkedIn is for visibility. Trust me, when I did this challenge, I went from about 4,000, like I used to be on 4,000 followers or something, to almost 6K followers. Like, my impressions went so high. I'm going to put like, a screenshot of that so that you will see. It went so high within within 15 days of being consistent with that challenge. I got a lot of followers. I got a lot of requests, like networking requests from people from different places in the world, like not just in the UK, different places in the world. So it gives you visibility, it puts you out there in front of people to know who you are. And the challenge that I did was a 100 days of computer vision challenge, and it has helped me to connect with a lot of people in computer vision, like people who are trying to learn, people who are already established in that field, and I can get to follow them and also see the project that they are doing and also learn from them. So it is one way to give yourself visibility. You need to show up and show yourself to people, because if you don't, they don't see you, they don't know you. Another reason is for personal branding. Since I started that 100 days of computer vision, I've had people come to my DM, to ask me questions in computer vision. It gives you like a voice, or gives you that expert voice in your field. So whether you're a data analyst or you're a data scientist, data science is like into many parts, and currently I'm focusing on the computer vision part of it. So when those people that are connected with me need to think about somebody in computer vision, because they see me showing up every day giving a topic or an article or sharing something in computer vision, I'm already in their mind subconsciously, so they will first think of me. In fact, if a recruiter had connected with me before, and maybe they have clients, but the clients are not recruiting people in computer vision, when that time comes, when they need to recruit somebody in computer vision, because of how I constantly show myself in their field, they are able to remember me and come to me. So it gives you that credibility and personal branding. Like I said, consistency is key. If anything in life, it needs consistency. So consistency is key. And if you have been curious about, okay, I want to do like a 30 days challenge of LinkedIn, I don't know what to do, go to the description of this video. You are going to find a link to my LinkedIn diary for data professionals. So this is like if you're a data analyst or a data scientist or a data engineer, as long as you work in the data industry, you can make use of this LinkedIn diary, because I used it, even though mine was 100 days, but I used it to create a 21 days challenge so that it's not too short and it's not too long, because habits are built in 21 days. And the good thing about the diary is that you can always repeat the 21 days. Like after you finish, you rinse and you repeat the 21 days again until you get the job. But I would say even after you get a job, it doesn't mean you should leave LinkedIn. You can always still post regularly. You can tell yourself maybe once a week I'm going to post something, or twice a week I'm going to post something on LinkedIn. So that is one way you can optimize, by that consistent showing up with your skills. So before I wrap up this video, one thing that I would like to say is that don't be one of those people that shout on social media that are on LinkedIn regularly, but when it is time for them to show forth their skills, they cannot show. I've seen that. That's why I'm like emphasizing this. I have seen that happen. There are people who are fraudsters. They are on LinkedIn sharing every day, commenting. You think they know what they are saying, but meanwhile everything that they are saying is from ChatGPT. They have not sat down to learn and grow their skills, but they are already putting themselves out there. So don't be one of those people. If you are downloading the diary and you want to start, make sure that at least the things that you post are genuine. The things that you post are from you. Even if you would want to read an article and share your lessons from that article, make sure that you have read it, you have understand it before you share, because you don't really want to put yourself out there without knowing something, and then you are called to show your skills and you fail at it. People will notice. People, like, word spread between even recruiters. So you want to be really careful that you don't go out there portraying skills that you don't have, because this is something that I know people do. They say pad it up, change. Maybe this is what you are doing before, try to transform it and change. No, don't do that. It will eventually show. You will eventually be caught. Honestly, you will be caught. So don't go down that rabbit hole, because it is not safe. Make sure that you have done the right courses, you have done the right projects, you have done the right thing essentially, and then show up with the right things that you have done. So that brings me to the end of the video. I hope you found it useful, and do not forget to like, do not forget to share, and do not forget to subscribe if you are yet to. There are more videos that are coming, and if there's any question you have or something that you would like me to talk about, do leave it in the comment section. I will be reading them, and I'll see you in my next videos. Bye.